Okay. I hope you're having a profitable moment, and today I want to address one question I've been asked so many times. Some of you have come to my inbox requesting for bots, others are requesting for PDFs, and I have shared that. And I think I need to address something. There is manual trading and there is trading using a bot. Now, there is an advantage of using a bot, and there are many disadvantages to that also. For instance, when you are using a bot, let me give you an example to explain what I mean. Let's say, for instance, you are having a volatility here, like a plain volatility, and you run your bot. Of course, the advantage of using a bot is that you have the advantage of having the setting the martingale. So even if you run your bot and you encounter some losses, immediately you get one run that is on profit, then the overall will be a profit. What I mean is, for instance, if you run this, let's say you get losses. Okay, like three consecutive losses, and then you get one win. Of course, you'll be profitable. But sometimes, especially if your account is not big enough, sometimes it can be a bit tricky, because I've seen situations where you go through maybe 5 losses consecutively, 6 losses. There was a time I even experienced 10 losses, and I remember I had made a mistake like this one here. Instead of choosing one, either rise or fall, I had left it as both. So I went through 9 losses, and then the 10th one was on profit. Of course, luckily I realized my mistake and I was able to correct that. But even without that, sometimes you can see back-to-back losses, like maybe 5 runs, 6 runs, 8 runs losses. You've done your analysis very well, the market is okay, everything is perfect, but you run your bot and sometimes you encounter losses. So I'm saying the advantage of using a bot is immediately you get a run that is on profit, then overall you are on profit. Okay, that's the advantage. This is not giving me what I want. That is the advantage. But then the problem of using a bot is that the system can detect, can read that bot. Even if it's a new bot, you can create a new bot. Like sometimes I create bots and then it works the first maybe a few days or 1 week, and then after that it starts giving losses. Why? Because the system can be able to detect that bot, analyze that bot, and manipulate the market. What I mean is this: you can do your analysis and everything is perfect, but you see, especially with these plain volatilities, there is a few seconds that it takes to load. Okay, even if your bot is as fast as what, it will always have that time duration, that lagging time. Now this is what I was talking to you about. All these are losses. See how many are these? Of course, I don't expect you to set here both, but I'm using this just to demonstrate something. So if I get one run that is on profit, the overall will be a profit. See, like that. That's exactly what I mean. So that's an advantage of using a bot. Of course, I'm assuming the martingale is 1. That means after every loss, the stake is doubled. So even if you encounter like these ones are how many losses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses. The 7th one was a profit, and the overall you are on profit. I think that's the only advantage I see with a bot. But the disadvantage is that the system can be able to manipulate the market, especially when you are using a bot, because there is always some seconds or milliseconds between one run and the next. Like that is one run. See, all that duration is what the Reeve requires. If they want to manipulate the market, they can manipulate the market, within those few seconds. Now when you use the volatility with the S, when you use the volatility with S, it's a bit faster, but still it can be manipulated. Okay, so like let's say it's 10-1S, and I'm saying I hope when you are trending, of course you choose either fall or rise. Okay, so if I run this bot, at least because it has an S, it will be a bit faster. See, it will be a bit faster. Now when I want to use a bot, I always go for the volatilities with an S, but this is my opinion. Try as much as possible to master trending using manual trending. That one will be very important for you. Manual trending. The only disadvantage with manual trending, you don't have you can't have a martingale factor. That's the only disadvantage. The advantage, there is little manipulation. Okay, the manipulation may be there, but little of it is there. Now the other advantage of manual trading is that you can always cash out. What I mean is, if if you've been trending for more than 6 months, I think you should have noticed that. So this is manual trending. Let's say you are using 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So if you are using 10 minutes, of course you have to set everything to 10 minutes. Okay, so let's say you choose something like rice. Okay, immediately it turns green, and then you feel like so you do your analysis first, of course, using the trending view, and then once it is on profit, you can decide to sell. That's the advantage of manual trading. And then there is a little manipulation, especially if you are using higher time frames. Let me place another one. So it's 10 minutes. So you wait. So practice manual trading, master that, and you will not regret. Maybe the only disadvantage is that it's a bit slow, because this just maybe 2 trains I've placed and I have to wait for 30 minutes for me to close, for the trains to close, you see. So within 10 minutes, if you are using a bot, maybe you would have trained a lot, but this one is less risky, okay, less risky. And sometimes you can try to sell and they reject. What you need to do is to keep insisting. Sometimes it goes through. See, I have closed this contract with positive 4. See, that's the advantage of using a bot. No, not a bot, but manual trading. The advantage of manual trading. So you can wait for this. When it turns green, you can sell. See, or if you realize that the market is changing, maybe you had overlooked something, you can always sell. So think about manual trading. Using a bot has one advantage, but a lot of disadvantages. I'm not discouraging you, but that's my opinion. Of course, I know with experience you can see how you can work around that. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you. See, I placed one sell, one buy, and both of them I've sold them at profit.